I don't think you can be heard either, so just give me 1 second. Let me fix that.
And they can read the caption.
Now they can hear you. Hello,
We
everybody.
are professional.
Pick up. This is take two. Hello, everybody, and welcome into tonight's episode of The Lost Frontier Season 3. I am your GM, Anita, and I've got a fantastic cast. Everybody, say hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Hi, Dr. Nick.
Hello.
We're gonna get to our lovely cast to introduce themselves and who they're playing tonight. Why don't we start with AJ?
Hi, I'm AJ, also known as Husha Kid. You can find me on the 3Ts of social media as Husha_Kid. That's Twitch, Twitter, and TikTok. And I will be playing once again the lovable Doctor Ambassador Tixel.
We'll get to that part in a little bit.
I may have gone to therapy.
Next up, we've got Wasa.
G'day everyone, it's Wasa. You can find me on Twitter on Wasabote, and I am playing Vanel Admiral Nilani Salan.
Some changes. And last but not least, we've got Milan.
Hey, I'm Milan. I'm going to be playing Arthur Rubin, which I guess we're just putting it out there. Captain Arthur Rubin.
Well, if you haven't guessed from the for those of you who have watched the series before, if you haven't guessed from the new names, new pronouns, new titles, we're time skipping, y'all. This season, season 3 of The Lost Frontier takes place 20 years in the future. The Duck is a captain now. It's true. Takes place 20 years in the future. We are currently in line with about season 3 of Picard, or at least the events possibly just before the events of season 3 of Picard, because that hasn't ended yet, and I don't want to mess with canon too terribly much. But we have, that's it basically. I kind of wanted to do a season that was like the Star Trek movies where everybody gets together like years later and has to do a mission. So that's kind of where we're at. 1 second. I just need to sort of it's just wonderful to be back with these folks because I love this game so much and I love these people and I love Trek. So I just need a second to connect to myself and take it all in. All right, so I guess without further ado, let's get to it. The shot opens up to the vastness of space. A starry night sky. The camera sort of pans down from the sky above, the familiar constellations of Earth, to the well-appointed office of a Talaxian ambassador.
Yeah.
Dr. Tix, why don't you describe your character and tell us a little bit about what your office sort of looks like?
Well, Dr. Tix is no longer wearing your blue uniform that you would normally see him wear while he was the chief medical staff of the Solstice. It's been a while since he has been on a ship. Taking some time off shortly after the events of season 2. Tix has grown older visibly, has some white streaks in his hair, some in peppering in his beard. uh, is just kind of dressed in, kind of has like the like uh I don't want to say tassels. It's like those cloth tapestry things that you see like at like graduations when like the teachers would wear, the
Like
professors
this,
would
like the
wear.
salutatorian robe
Yeah,
almost kind of
yeah,
deal.
yeah,
Is that
yeah.
what that's called?
I
I
I
don't know. I
couldn't
didn't
tell you.
graduate. I can tell you.
um, and he is just sitting at his desk, scrolling through a hologram of information, uh, dealing with many different matters of filled with requests from Talaxans, others with reports uh, the about synthetics uh, and his office. He has just a kind of circular table, circular desk as a table, uh, like a semicircle. Has a large bookcase on the side, uh, and just kind of like a hologram picture of him and his buddies, of
Of the
Dr. Tig,
crew.
of the Solstice crew back when they finished their mission. Uh, so yeah,
Okay. A note pops up, like a transmission on your console. Uh, it's just a familiar chirp. Do you answer it?
yeah, I'll answer.
It is no audio. It is literally just a message. The word flashes on your screen. Your skin like dawn, mine like musk. One paints the beginning of a certain end, the other the end of a sure beginning. There is a small line of code at the bottom of it.
Immediately, immediately will take the message and kind of like push away from his desk, uh, and goes to a separate drawer with a more personal, disconnected from the system
Mhm.
console, and sends the message through there,
Okay.
and sets it to descramble the code.
It is very heavily encrypted. It's not really something that you could decrypt from here. But you might know someone
Will
who could.
Yeah, we'll just close it, pocket it. I was like, looks at the picture again, and it's like, well, looks like I have to see an old friend. We'll like buzz down to like their new secretary.
Yes,
Like,
yes, Ambassador.
uh, can you set up a transport for me to go to
Uh,
uh
just it's a so I can tell you, Anita can tell you
yes.
where you're going. It would be a familiar place. It is Starbase 5.
Can you set up a transport to go to Starbase 5?
Yes, Ambassador. Do I need to? Is there anything you want me to prepare before you set off?
No, that'll be all right. Just if anyone needs me, just let them know I'm unavailable for the moment.
Okay. I'll cancel your appointments. You've got a meeting um, with Ambassador Strid from the Andorian delegation. Do you want me to cancel all your meetings, sir? You have a lot of them.
This is a family emergency.
Oh, okay. I'll clear your schedules, sir. Oh boy, they're gonna get real mad.
If they get mad at you, just tell them it was me, and uh, don't.
Okay, sir.
I
Your secretary's like a sort of mousy little Bolian, blue skin, line straight through, just a little diplomatic attaché. Um, they're they she pronouns. They're working. They're doing their best job, but they're just real nervous all the time. They remind you. I think the reason why you hired them is they remind you a lot of you when you were younger, like just
Mhm.
lacking a lot of that confidence. It just
uh,
like, okay, I'll put the call in.
uh, also schedule yourself an extra day of vacation.
Sir, you don't want me to come with you? That's kind of my job is to come with you
Well,
and
you
see
can
your
come with
needs.
me, but just for future reference, put a note that you have an extra day of vacation.
Oh, okay. Uh, sure. And she sort of stands. Um, I'll see about getting a shuttle ready for you so that we can take you there.
Thank you.
And she rushes out the room. Her name is. Let me look at my notes real quick. And by look at my notes, I mean open up the name generator.
What? Unless anyone in chat wants to redeem a name.
Someone in chat could redeem the name generator if they want to name this little sweet little Bolian Highway Saver. Her name is Alla.
Allah.
Alle.
Gotcha.
Um, she sort of they rush out of the room and start getting things prepared for you. The camera pans to a ship just approaching, nearly approaching space dock. It is let me just have a quick look again. This isn't me looking at random things. This is actually me looking at the notes that I sent you earlier. This is a Vesta class starship, long range expedition, and this is the USS Antioch. The camera shifts to the bridge and to the center chair, to an older looking Arthur Rubin.
Yeah, noticeably, Arthur was much younger than everyone, but finally, age is starting to affect their human lifespan. They have a little bit of white at the roots of their normally bright hair. Uh, they have grown a little bit of salt and pepper stubble as well at this point. Just to be less salt and pepper, a little more salt at this point. Just trying to get that little distinguished look. All the best captains, of course, had beards.
Of course.
Of
Riker,
course.
Cisco.
Yes. I actually don't know who's sitting in the pilot chair right now, but whoever it is, initiate the. We're docking in Bay 3. Make sure we take it in nice and smooth. We got some good cargo on board.
The junior officer that's at the con is just, yes, sir. Takes it in. Nice and easy. Excited for shore leave, sir?
I could use a break.
Well, we've been out for
How
a
about
while.
you, Ensign?
We've been out for a while. It's it'd be nice to actually see folks from home. I've got someone came into the starbase to say hi. Hadn't seen my sister in a while, and
That's great to hear. Make sure you take as much time as you can. No clue when command's going to give us another mission, so could be any day. Make sure you get your fill.
from the communications console, there is a chirp. Captain, there is a message coming in for you.
Put it on screen.
It's just a text message. It says your eyes only.
Oh, I'll take it in my ready room. I'll go over to my ready room and just take a look at this message.
It is another. It is just another text message.
What does it say?
It says, "Of building houses, there is no end, with bricks and feelings, thought and mind, using the universal glue that clings and sticks and binds." And a small line of code at the bottom.
Ruben's just gonna crack a grin and download it to a personal device.
You just transfer it to a pad.
Yeah, and I will go back into the bridge. Sovek, you have commands. I'm gonna be busy, so make sure all T's are crossed. You know the deal.
Your Vulcan executive officer, your Vulcan first officer, they them pronouns, sort of dark skin, taller, has that sort of Vulcan bowl cut that is very popular. It was je, your pronouns. Je look at you and say, "Yes, Captain, I'll make sure that everything is in order for you."
That's why you're the best. All right. And I'm going to head back to my quarters and get ready to walk around the station.
That got pinned. That comment in chat got pinned. They she sort of looks out, takes the center console, sits down, sits very straight and very still, looking out at the space station and the dock. The camera shifts again. A little bit later. Ruben, for the sake of expediency, let's say that you are pulling into Starbase 5.
Excellent.
And around the same time, thank you for that subscription, Kayla. The Tix, your shuttle sort of pulls in as well. at the same time, and you see that there is a ship, and you do know that the Antioch, who is at the helm of the Antioch. You sort of keep abreast of who's where and what, but not as much as the person that is in the security office that used to belong to Emrys Greaves. Here to see the Admiral, sirs?
Yes.
All right. Right this way. Nilani, why don't you tell us a little bit about what Nilani Salen, not Nadan, is doing at the moment?
So the Admiral Greaves' office looks fairly similar to last time. It's got the regular sort of setting out, but a slight difference. If you have ever watched or played Mass Effect 3 and Liara Tassoni has all of the panels of screens, like the Shadow Broker, that is now inside Nilani's office. She looks a little bit older, has sort of a streak of that silver white hair, and has her hair cut quite short. And she, I want to say, having a very in-depth knowledge of everything going on in the starbase, similar to Emrys Greaves, has some level of knowledge that people are going in this direction. What Nilani is doing, however, is still sitting at their desk with sort of the data pad and on occasions just looking up at random screens that come to life with a level of activity that interests them.
A week ago, you received a communique, just a text, that said, "There are secrets that we hide from others, even the ones who thought you entrust, all tucked in closets or under shared beds or in drawers marked 'Do not touch.'" And a small line of code at the bottom.
Could Nilani deduce that this was a line of code that was incomplete and there were necessary additional pieces to it? Or is this something that Nilani could have been working on for the week?
This is something that Nilani would probably have been working on for the week. The encryption is very heavily, and it almost looks like it's incomplete.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Okay.
one of the pieces of the puzzle. If you like, you can make a reason security check. I can give you the first roll of the game.
Yeah, let's
First
go.
roll.
First roll. And that is a 7 and a 4. So that is under my total. Am I allowed to use any of my focuses?
Would you
So,
be able
like-
to remind me of your focuses?
I have advanced and theoretical communications, interstellar law and politics, espionage, neural processing systems and artificial intelligence, security systems, and composure.
Advanced and theoretical communications technology.
Okay,
This does look like it is an incomplete line of code. It is that's 3 successes. So geez, okay. Let's do some momentum. It was a difficulty 1 roll, so you do get 2 points of momentum. If you like, you can spend for it and obtain information if you want to ask a question of me.
I may wait for a moment.
You can also bank them if you like. I will tell you
Yeah, I might
that
bank
the
it.
code looks incomplete. It looks like it has been fragmented, and it's not. You don't quite know what. The encryption is also very, very heavy on it.
Okay, perfect. I might bank our momentum for later. And Nalani will be hunting.
I will also say that Kayla just did a channel, or well, not channel point, but a bit redemption, which I believe 100 bits does get you an extra die on your next roll.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Love that.
Heck yeah.
Love that.
So there's a chime and the door opens and you see standing in front of you Captain Arthur Rubin and Ambassador Tix.
We are all silver foxes.
Yeah.
Everybody is older and hotter. I don't make the rules.
Yep.
Star Trek does, and it's canon.
Correct.
Hi, Raiders. Welcome in.
All right, Raiders. Welcome.
Hello.
Welcome. Captain, Ambassador. It's been a while.
Admiral.
Admiral. I think like once we step forward and the door shuts behind me, I'm just like I just bring them both in for a hug. Just like
Tix, you old so-and-so. How long's it been? 4 years? Jeez.
I mean, you've been out on leave for a while.
Leave. Is that what they told you? Well, I've been in a grueling trek. I guess it's top secret. Hope you don't mind, Admiral. I don't think Tix over here's a data leak. Yeah, I've been doing some pretty top secret stuff. Nothing major, just stuff that's got to be on the quiet, you know.
I understand. I mean, I can't blame you. I've been, for the past couple of years, been nose deep in regulations, laws, going to trial,
Politics.
All the fun stuff.
all the fun stuff. That
I do not envy you all back here. The Gamma Quadrant's nice and quiet, relatively, it seems. But yeah.
But Admiral, how have you been?
Busy. Gestures to like all of the screens and stuff. Been working on some code, I guess we could call it that. So
Question. How long have they been now joined?
I would probably say like a couple of years.
Okay. I don't know if like would you have wanted like Tix to be there at the joint? I'm not the Star Trek guy here. I don't know how the joining ceremony
works.
The joining works.
Occasionally it is a ceremony, but sometimes if the need arises, it is done. It is a medical procedure and it is done in emergency circumstances.
You probably got like a message that was like Nalani, like I lived kind of thing. And it was like, what's going on?
Just a text.
I lived,
you
bitch.
in a medical bed. Just throwing up a peace sign.
Yeah, that's it. That's what you got.
I mean, because last time Tix was very like there was the moment of Tix almost having to join Nalani last time, and was ready for it. Yeah, just okay. Code. Speaking of code, I think I assume this is why we're all here. And hands over the like little console with my message.
Yeah, when we were diverted here about a couple days ago, I suspected something had to do with this.
Okay, well, you hand it over. Let's see what we have. I'm thinking that what I've been working on is connected to what you have been working on as well. So let's see. Cracks their knuckles. And then it's like, let's go.
The as you play assemble the three disparate lines of code, they each click into place. The poems themselves are just that, poems. The code's what's important. There's still a piece that's missing. And it's unclear. You could probably guess as to where it might be. Probably someone else on the solstice might have received such a message, but as of now, it's still incomplete. But you can see a little bit more of the picture.
Mhm.
It is an encoded transmission. It is a message. But it has yet to be decrypted. Each of these lines of code is a key to it.
Right.
Interesting.
I think just like Tix kind of like as they're looking at this kind of like looks seriously at Nalani is like, when's the last time you heard from them?
I want to say too long ago. If I'm honest. But hopefully this will mean that we'll hear from them soon. I suspect that the last line of code is taboo.
That one might be a little awkward if I show up. My last conversation with Savan didn't go the best. I may or may not have implied cowardice from leaving Starfleet. And then I kind of ate crow on that one.
How long was that? How long ago was that?
They haven't talked to me in like 7 years, I think. Yeah.
Have you seen the counselor recently? Like, I feel like this is something that you should be talking to her about. Well,
no, I'm just saying they might not appreciate. I might not be as a welcome sight as the rest of you all. Listen, there were a lot of stuff going on at the time, and I was under quite a bit of stress, and I still thought we need everyone we can with the right ideas staying in Starfleet.
Is this an I should apologize or and I will, or I don't want to apologize?
No, I'm
I still
definitely.
think I'm right.
I'm fully prepared to prostrate myself. I do regret my words that day.
Mm-hmm. I feel like an apology will.
Just the last.
Bring a bottle of her favorite drink, and I'm pretty sure she'll be very agreeable.
She likes
the last time
you all would know.
My last couple subspace messages were just replied with a nice little, well, the equivalent of a middle finger, essentially.
So we'll send the message then.
Yeah,
we're coming to visit.
Probably for the best.
And I mean, if it's just, I'm pretty sure Savan will want to see this as well, but in any case, it's probably just true that we're seeing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know if you know. I'm sure you knew, right? They've
Oh no, I know.
Yeah, of course.
I know. But
Yeah,
it's just
Hitch the wagon, or
they
as it is called.
look, love them both. They are also ridiculously busy and
You do
have
know the last
very
you heard of
much.
both of them. They are based on Earth. They were last you heard in Japan, because that's where the Daystrom Institute is. It's in Kyoto, I believe.
If given how well, who knows how much True has changed over the years, but if we all know True has her schedules.
Mhm.
And I'm sure if we want to avoid awkwardness on your part, uh, we can probably schedule in one of her office hours.
Then I suppose the only problem is transport to Earth. If only we knew someone with a really fast, warp capable vessel that could get us there really quick. I would offer, but I need orders if I'm to get us there. Obviously, I can't disobey. I'm ordered to stay here until my an admiral level at least gives me my next mission.
Let's go.
Oh, my crew. Can we maybe we could take a day though? My crew's been a little run ragged, and I think they deserve a rest.
And there is a nice bar on the station if you want a drink.
Quarks hasn't bought this location yet? Good. I hate their cheap synthol.
To the bar.
To the bar.
Do any of you decide to call ahead to?
I think either Nalani or Tix can send a message requesting a meeting on office hours of
I will
Professor Professor Taru.
I will say that you will get a message back rather quickly that researcher Taru is currently on leave, on sabbatical.
Interesting.
Is this like on sabbatical? We know where Taru is, or on sabbatical, I'm on vacation. Leave
on
me
sabbatical, the word was on vacation, leave alone. But Daystrom doesn't know where Taru is currently. Does not know her current location. And same goes for Savan.
Interesting.
alone.
I am supposed to pick up some new crew aboard this station, so we got to wait for that and onboarding. And I suppose I'll have to write a speech welcoming the new people.
Nalani, you do have the new crew rosters as a fleet admiral. You do have the new upgrades. And give me a reason plus command check.
Yeah. Nice. And I use Kayla's dice for this one. I don't think I have to use any of the focuses.
No.
I don't think any are relevant. That is 3 successes.
Oh, geez. Okay. So let's add another point of momentum with that. You do, looking over the crew manifest, because you've got basically everything on all these screens, and you sort of, as Ruben mentions, I am due to pick up some replacement crew. You sort of scroll on one side, the sort of hollow screen comes up, and you do notice instantly a very familiar name, Zarelkith, as the last name of one of the crew. Pulling up the dossier, you do see, in fact, that there is a ensign set to board the Antioch. That is Uthuru Zarelkith, who is, according to their dossier, according to his dossier, is the son of Teru and Sylvan.
I will inform our party.
Oh, it'd be great to have some extra hands in the engineering bay.
According to the dossier,
Do
he's
we-
a pilot.
Yeah.
Looks like it's a replacement con officer to replace the one that is visiting with their sister.
Hmm.
I think they'd probably appreciate the pilot role for the time being, at least.
For those of you
I'm-
watching at home, Sarah couldn't make it to tonight's session, so we're gonna do some creative GMing to explain why Teru is not here. But we do have the lovely Thuru Zarelquith being played by AJ. Where is Thuru? You're muted, I
I think
think.
you're muted.
Where would Uthru be?
Holodeck.
Uthru is definitely getting in some last minute flight exercises in.
There is a holodeck here on the starbase that does have you could log some hours in.
Yeah. Logging in them hours.
Do you all just sort of interrupt the holodeck session with your command codes?
It's just so funny because it's like an ensign and like beep me,
An
beeping
admiral, a
a
captain,
and an ambassador.
and an ambassador come to
That's
see
like,
an
yeah,
ensign.
like, do you know where your mom is?
The first thing you hear is the thing
Man.
you wanted to escape from. I think Ruben would play it cool and say, "Why don't we wait in the bar till it's done?"
Mhm. It'll
Let's
just
catch
be
up,
one
we
of
got some
those
time.
little. Yeah, you don't want to mess with the pilot's.
Is
Practice.
there like a scoring thing?
Yeah.
Like on how high is Nilani's?
Nilani broke into this starbase using like a pinhole, so I think exceptionally high.
Oh, I am trying to.
Oh, what if
Uthru is
Nilani's is
trying-
the highest score in this?
Trying to
holodeck?
beat
I
it.
am
I
gonna.
am
I
trying to
have
beat it.
Nilani's old character sheet.
Mhm.
Yeah, I just put everything in pilot, so
I know. Let me grab that real quick.
I'm trying. Uthru's trying to beat
I
that
think
score.
if there's a scoring system, Nilani's, if it's like, arcade games where you have like your name, it's like Nilani and then like, good job. And then higher up, getting better. And just like every now and then, like Nilani has different like scoring ranks, but there's always like a dash comment kind of thing that is
I'm going for the
intentionally
best one.
made to egg people on.
Nilani's get Nilani's.
Grab
Uthru's
Nilani's
going for the
character
best
sheet.
Nilani to score.
I'm guessing that you're using a small craft.
Yeah.
Okay.
I swear, if the two of you use threat on this,
Oh, no.
because you absolutely would.
Okay.
We have a lot of
Nilani-
momentum.
Nilani
as
has
well.
a focus in small craft. And if you want to give me a piloting check, Wasa,
Oh yeah.
give me a control con check.
Okay, let me just grab Nilani's old.
I have it here. If you roll under a 16, let me know.
Okay. I rolled a 2 and a 4.
That is 4 successes. So that's going to be your target number. It's difficulty 4. Make me a control plus con check. Or if you like, you can also make a daring plus con check if you're feeling more of the daring type.
Oh, for sure, doing daring and con.
Oh, you're doing like flips and barrel rolls while you're doing it.
Oh, for sure. And I'm gonna I'm gonna buy one more D20 by adding threat.
Oh
Okay,
my
thank you
god!
for that threat. I appreciate that.
You
Bold
just
con.
hacked
Using my
you just
bold
hacked the
con.
system a little bit.
I'm using everything that I can.
Oh, did you take off the safety parameters? Maybe.
Look, I'm trying to beat this.
I have
So-
I have threat at this. I've got 1, 2, 3 points of threat currently. Now 4. 1 for each
Excellent.
player at the table, and now 1 extra.
Okay. So I have to roll. Okay.
Daring plus con, 3d20, and you have to roll under a 15 in order to be successful.
Meanwhile, back at the bar, I'm just scribbling on a napkin. What rhymes with courage?
Okay. I
That's
got
a Dr. Tick's question.
2 3s and an 8. My con is 4 and my daring is 11.
Nalani, real quick, give me an extra d20, just because I know that Nalani probably would have bought an extra die as well. And I just want to do this even Stevens. Another 4.
I think that's 5 successes to 6.
No, that kind of felt like a little bit of a jerk movie. You're good.
Yeah.
You beat this high score. There is a buzzing. There's the holodeck that is upstairs from the bar, and you all see this flashing light happen above the holodeck, and you see a little holographic display come out that says "New Record." As stepping out from the holodeck is a Vulcan in Starfleet red with the single ensign pip.
Well, Romulan.
Yeah, I said Romulan. Did I not say Romulan?
said
You said
Vulcan.
Vulcan.
I
You
said
said
Vulcan.
Vulcan.
Yeah, a Romulan with a single ensign pip in a Starfleet uniform, in a red Starfleet uniform.
And fingerless gloves and very prominent eyebrows and no reason to have goggles.
Nalani, wasn't that your high score that he just beat?
I kind of
Yeah,
like
it
this.
was.
That's better narrative. That was a good rewind.
Yeah, I like that. I think that there's like kind of one of those points where Nalani and Captain Arthur Rubin are talking about what rhymes with courage, and then the beep 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 happens, and like turn and look over at Uthru walking in. I'm like, I feel like I should congratulate the ensign. And Nalani will stand up and head over.
Uthru, there is a admiral walking towards you right now. You've seen Admiral Salen aboard the station. You have known to keep your distance because that is Admiral. You are ensign, and they're walking towards you right now.
As a question, does Uthru know that Nalani knows Taru and Savan?
That's a good question.
I don't know. How many of events did you go to of Savans? I would assume it would be Savan events rather than Taru events.
Like
Oh,
the
it's not much
occasional
party.
barbecue?
Yeah, just like, what family barbecue or something.
Yeah, I mean, you would definitely at this point recognize Admiral Nalani Salen, who is also your friends of your mother's.
Oh, for definitely just like
Stand straight. Salute.
Just like brush off. Admiral.
Ensign, good job on the score.
Oh, yeah, it was really, really tough for me to get there. I was sweating hard, sweating real hard, but finally got there.
Well done. It'll be pretty valuable on the ship that you'll be going on. I can introduce you to your captain.
Are they here?
Just gestures back over.
I'm like doing a shot mid when you point. Definitely in like not my captain's form, like trying to not appear like Starfleet right now.
Yeah, I would love to meet them.
Oh, let's go. And it's like Admiral, Captain, Ambassador sitting in this table
With an ensign.
with an ensign.
I think definitely. I feel like I was gonna say Taru. Tix would probably recognize this kid. I feel like definitely before they kind of like drifted out. Tix was the physician for
Pediatrician.
yeah.
Uthru, you arrive at this table with an admiral, an ambassador, and a captain. All of them, the captain doesn't recognize you, but you do recognize the doctor. You do recognize the ambassador, who is also played by you.
Oh, the Inception. It's Uthru. I didn't expect to see you here. Was that you that just beat that score?
Anyways,
yeah. That was me. It's good to see you too. Do I call you ambassador or do I call you doctor? Please, just call me Tex. You set this up.
I did.
This is your fault.
I did. This is my fault. This is. If you want, I can Jaeger Tix if you like.
You can grab Tix.
Okay, I'll do Tix voice for you. That was impressive.
I must commend you, Ensign Srelquith. That was I thought that score was gonna stay there forever. I think I was sitting in the bar right here when that score was set.
How much heat am I feeling from Nilani's stare?
Nilani's pretty much like, it's not anger, it's like genuinely impressed and kind of like very teacher vibes, I would say, like teacher coach vibes kind of thing, when it's like, I might have found someone that's like actually.
Nilani, if you like, you can pull up the flight log from the holodeck.
I could.
I'd love to take a look at that too.
Mm-hmm.
You do see a few risks that you know that younger you probably wouldn't have taken.
Mm-hmm.
That might have that might have cost that were pretty lucky in terms of like survivability.
Mm-hmm.
Hope you aren't going to scrape the paint of the Antioch flying like that, kid.
Oh no! What? I have never scratched a paint on any starship that I've ever flown. Do not ask my parents.
I will be sure when we meet him.
You're meeting my parents?
Taru and I are old friends, and Savan taught me a few things.
Hmm. Right. Right. Okay. Um, so it's just a coincidence that all my parents' friends are just here at the same time?
Listen,
Not entirely.
Classified. Oh,
I
I'm familiar with.
I don't choose my crew in that much of a micromanaging way. Typically, that stuff's just for senior officers. But yes, I suppose it is a bit of a coincidence that you ended up on my vessel.
have you heard from your moms?
Um, we're on a strict. I call them if I really need something. They don't call me unless it's an absolute emergency. Uh, like keep that life separate.
Um, I will tell you as GM.
Mhm.
It all depends on how forthcoming you want to be with this information, but you did get a message from your mom, Savan, uh, who uh, who said, listen, who actually called you and said, we're setting out to investigate something. Um, I've here's a transporter or a transponder uh, that if you have an emergency, you can call me.
Yeah, I know, Mom. I know. I know. It's always only an emergency.
Well, I mean, like this is if the universe burns, then you call me kind of emergency. Um, where
I
we
don't
got
know why you keep on setting it to that high. How often is the universe burning?
you'd be surprised.
Yeah. Okay, Mom. Is
Love you, Bug.
love you too, Mom.
And then you hear sort of over the shoulder. Tell, uh, tell Uthru that I think of him fondly.
I I think of you fondly too, Mother. Yeah, it would definitely be Taru is called Mother and and Saban's called Mom.
Savan's mom, Toru's mother,
His mother.
and not in the is mother way. Um, but it all depends on how
So-
forthcoming you want to be with that information.
Um, I feel like in front of Tix and Ruben, it'll be not as obvious, but as someone who is a literal spy, I don't think he can lie in front of a spy.
I mean, if you want, you can make me a presence security check.
Yeah, I could try.
And then, Nalani, if you like, you can make an insight security check. And then it's a roll off.
Do I use espionage?
Absolutely.
Oh no, this isn't really. I guess so. That is only 2 successes.
I rolled a 20 and a 3. So
I'm going to bank
Ooh.
that threat. Thank you very much.
like I said, I cannot lie in front of a literal spy.
Nalani, you notice that that Uthru is clearly holding back.
I think
Well,
He's spoken to his mothers.
I think
his
it's one of
dear
those
moms.
things where like Nalani's having a casual bevy with everyone, you know, and like it's been one of those like lean back kind of like drinking kind of thing. And when she spots this, it's like the change in posture is that slight lean forward, like watching through as she drinks, like with like you can sort of see the smile like just before the glass covers it.
Yeah, so I haven't heard much from them.
Clearly so. Well, Captain.
Well, I
Ambassador.
suppose, Ensign, you're welcome to go and enjoy the rest of your evening. I will be having a meeting with all of the new staff tomorrow, 800 sharp, so make sure you're there.
Yes, Captain.
Admiral, there is a chirp on your comm badge.
Go ahead.
Ups to Admiral Salen. There is something on our sensors that you're going to want to see.
Well, does this require any more staff on board this situation, or is this my eyes only?
Your eyes only, I think, for now until we know what to do with this.
Duty calls, everyone.
Admiral?
Ensign.
You're dismissed, Ensign.
Ambassador.
Uthru will skedaddle away. Styx comes back.
Nalani, you make your way back to your office. There is a readout from Ops on one of your main screens. Just outside of the Typhon Expanse, there is a nebula that wasn't there before.
Does this give me like flashbacks?
A little bit.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
It just showed up on our sensors. We don't know what to make of it yet.
And how far are we from the Typhon Expanse?
We're on its doorstep. It's still at least 5 days at warp. Faster if we've got a slipstream.
From Nalani's point of view, this is one of those situations I'm imagining that like we need to investigate this before it gets gnarly, correct?
Correct.
And in terms of kitting out a crew to deal with the situation, that's very as soon as reasonably possible and all hands on deck kind of situation.
You do have a ship in dry dock currently that just set in. That is a science vessel
With a slipstream engine.
Well, interesting set of coincidences here. I'll organize captain and their crew and a ship. We need to take this into. This can be potentially quite serious. So we'll make the plans. We'll go investigate. And is there any other information that we have on this particular like lib?
You do know that from your history and from this station specifically, because it is on the doorstep of the Typhon Expanse, you do know that anomalies do often occur close to the Typhon Expanse. It's a period. It's a potentially unstable sector of space.
Mhm.
There's another blip at your console.
I'll answer it, or is it like the another blip of it?
It's another message.
I'll have a look.
Skeletons in your life's closet, rattling dirty bones within your mind, hoping that some you love but may lose will never uncover or even find.
Another line of code.
No code, just a message. This one's from a different source. Make me an insight security check.
Insight security. Advanced communications as well.
Absolutely.
That is only 2 successes.
That's exactly what you needed. You need 2 successes to make it. I should actually be calling out what the difficulty is beforehand. That's on me. The poem itself is the 4th line of the poem that you received in the first place. That's not what's interesting about it. Well, that is part of what's interesting about it. The other part that's interesting about it is that the source and the routing that is being used to send it to you is a code that you recognize. The way that it's routed is a way that you recognize because you remember a certain person that used to send you coded messages through this same carrier wave, through this same signal. You thought they were in prison a long time ago, after a security officer knocked them unconscious on this very station. This is from Idris. And that's where we're going to take our break.
Fucking Idris.
Back.
God damn it.
Listen,
He's
you didn't
I
expect
love
me
him.
to just leave you like, everybody's all buddy. We're all friends here.
Yes!
No, we're going to be bringing back some old enemies too. Of course we're going to be doing that. We're going to bring in some Section 31 shit. Let's do this. All right, everybody.
Oh,
We're going to take
no.
a quick 10-minute break. We will be right back, and we will see you very, very soon. Go get some hydration. Go be human for a little bit. Take care of your body. We will see you soon. Be right back. And we're back. Hello, everybody, and welcome back into tonight's episode of The Lost Frontier. Let's dive back in. An anomaly has shown up just outside of the Typhon Expanse. And Nilani, I'm just going to do a real quick roll for the station. And those. Cool.
Nilani will notify the captain and also the ambassador, taking into consideration that this has affected them once before as well, of a highly classified situation involving needing to get the captain onto this problem that we're having. And her message to them will probably have something to signal about a code and a poem. Just to keep it on the DL.
Your security senses tell you that the reason why he sent you not the second line of the poem, but the third line of a 4-line poem tells you that Idris probably has intercepted the other.
Oh, I see.
It's that teasing little "I'm 2 steps ahead of you."
If I've received a message, I'm signaling my senior staff, getting everyone ready. We're
Uh,
going immediately.
Ruben
into
hasn't
this.
received it, only Nolani.
Oh, I thought Nilani contacted us to get ready.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
the station itself, you get a message from Ops. Captain.
Nilani or Captain?
Or no, not
Yes.
Captain. Sorry. Nilani. Admiral.
Yes.
Admiral, that the anomaly, it just showed up on our scopes, and also the lights go out on the station. Emergency power kicks in. Admiral, sorry, something just fried our sensors and just knocked out power to the station.
Nilani will authorize sort of like the code to get everyone to just be aware in case like something has happened. So like put a level of alert on.
Yellow alert?
We need to yellow alert. We need to identify the cause of this shutdown.
Because
We'll probably
because I'm
like
fancy like
message
that.
everyone, be like, something's up. In terms of, so as a quick question, in terms of the ambassador having security detail, like what level of like Dr. Tix needs some security or protection as well, because ambassador and threats to life, etc.
The ambassador you would probably have assigned a security detail, more than likely. At the very least, just an escort.
They'll get their own sort of personal message from Nilani, just as like a quick warning, like something's up.
Okay.
Oh,
The power blip affected the whole station, right?
The whole station, and you do see security beginning to make patrols around the station to try and suss out what the cause is.
I'm going to slap on my communicator and hit it, and I would like to contact Lieutenant Tala. Tala, you there?
Yes, Captain.
Tell me that power blip did not affect our systems at all, right?
We seem unaffected, but yes, we did pick up that the station lost power briefly. It's on emergency at the moment. Do you want us to send over an engineering team and some security to help them out?
I actually think we might need to be investigating whatever caused that power outage. So why don't you go ahead and start her up? Let's get her ready to fly. I think we might have some guests on board, but I'll handle that. Just make sure we're good to go.
Yeah, I'll get her ready to go. You want me to get the engines primed?
Yes, please.
We're leaving so soon. I thought we had at least. Never mind. Your orders are your orders, Captain.
And I'm going to start coordinating my ship to get ready to go investigate this anomaly.
The camera does that like little quick shift to the engineering section of the Antioch, and you see another Bolian engineer, femme, she, her pronouns, a little bit more on the petite, a little bit taller than Dr. Tix's attaché. She said, just rounds up the engineering crew. All right, everybody, let's get this together. You, Prominent Lithium Maester, starts barking out orders to the engineering team. But yes, what are the rest of you doing? Ambassador, what are you up to? Your attaché has been sort of, you sort of waved her off, but you've been noticing that she's sort of been keeping like a little bit of a further distance, but just like still staying in your eye line, just to make sure that like if you need anything.
And you've got the message from me that it's like, keep alert.
I will wave them over.
Yes, Ambassador.
please do please do the regular check-ins with the other ambassadors of aboard. Make sure that they
Sir,
have
if the station is at yellow alert, we really should be getting you to your quarters to put you under lockdown. We can't risk your safety in a time like this. Security patterns are running around. Really, I know that you don't like it when I do it, but I really need to put my foot down here.
This is why you're good at your job.
I'm
All
very good at my
right,
job.
let's go.
And
I think I think like Tix is just a little too old to be trying to get. I feel like maybe 10 years ago, Tix would have been able to dodge her, but I think now he's just getting to the age of like, I can't keep dodging her like this.
she sort of takes you and like leads you down the hallway to towards the diplomatic attaché office. Make me an insight plus security check real quick, just because you can see that there's a lot of hubbub going around. Difficulty 2.
Insight plus security.
Mhm.
That's not great. Okay, yeah, double sixes.
Double sixes.
So that's just 2 successes.
Okay,
'Cause that's just that's not. It's only an additional success if I get under the security, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, no. My
Additional
security is
successes
1.
just give you momentum spends to ask questions, etc. Or there are other things that you can do with momentum spends. We can get into that a little bit later.
Oh yeah, no. I mean like I would have gotten like off of 1 roll gotten 2 successes if it was under security.
There was something
Like
about her tone of voice. There was a little bit less stammering.
Okay. Yeah. Something's
I'm
up.
gonna contact the ops of the station while this is going on. Admiral Salen, you have my crew at the ready. Do you want us to go and investigate the anomaly, or we can send engineering crews to help get the station back on board? Your call.
I think at that point, Nalani would have sort of dove into trying to find out like what has been going on with the situation. Be ready, Captain. I think that we have a situation on. Does Nalani get the sense that there is like something that needs to be dealt with immediately at the station compared to going for the?
One of the people from actually inside security, real quick, just to see.
13. So I've got 2 successes there.
Okay. One of the ops officers message or comes through on your comm. Sir, it looks like we tried to scan that anomaly, and whatever it was fried our sensors, and it caused a recursive feedback loop through the through the station systems, and it overloaded us. That's the reason for the power outage. But, sir, I'm getting... There's some sort of line of code embedded in the station's security algorithms. It's evolving. It's locking me out.
Oh God.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So, oh God. I think that with that, yes, Captain.
Sorry, I'll go after you, but I realized I should have mentioned this to the GM.
Okay.
Go ahead and finish, and I'll
Okay.
mention this.
I believe that with that information, Nalani will tell the captain to hold off. There is something going on with the security systems on the starbase, and that is Nalani's focus at the time being. If they could help make sure that folks are okay, I think that Nalani would also even say, like, can you please check in on the ambassador just to make sure things are all good and groovy? And then we'll deal with this code.
I was next to Tix when this all happened, right? So I would be walking with Tix, probably, presumably.
Tix and Tix's attaché went off in a direction.
Okay. I have an ability that I forgot to activate.
Sure.
It's called Quick Survey.
It's a good ability to have.
Yes, it is. You have a way of getting good impression of a situation with only a moment's observation. At the start of a scene, you may immediately ask one question as if you had spent one momentum on the obtain information momentum spend.
Mhm.
The answer can only provide information that you could obtain with your own senses.
All right.
Is there a limit to the kinds of questions I can ask with this, or can I just
It's
ask-
literally anything that you can observe, see, intuit from your current senses. That is present in the scene as you see it. You can't get any information from ship sensors or from station sensors or anything like that. It's just you looking around and it's an assess the situation to use masks parlance.
Well, if we're using masks parlance, I guess my first question would be like, not necessarily what's most vulnerable, but like when the power went off, when that happened,
Mhm.
obviously there were a mix of reactions, but was there anything that seemed immediately out of place before the power went off?
Anything that
At least in my
immediately
visibles.
seemed out of place before the power went off?
Like judging the reactions before and after, was there anything that seemed suspicious to me?
You chatted with Tix a little bit before you made your way to Nilani's office, and you saw Tix's attaché, the mousy sort of Bolian, um, uh, Alla, was the name I believe I gave you.
Yep.
They were sort of sticking a little bit further away, but still like Alla's posture kind of changed. Not between like you're not quite sure when it happened. Possibly after you got back out of Nolani's office and headed towards the bar. Alla's posture changed. Like she stood a little straighter than she did previously.
With what Nilani said about keeping the ambassador safe and that having been observed, I'd like to try and find Dr. Tix. Or
Absolutely.
Ambassador Tix.
Absolutely. Make me an insight. We're going to be doing a lot of insight security rolls.
I'm in danger.
Or reason security is good too.
That's even slightly better. So my security score is a 2, but my reason is an 11.
Okay.
One of those bounced out. That is 2 successes.
Okay, so the difficulty was 2. You're like, where would I, if this is a threat, where would I take Tix? And go ahead.
I read the mission log for what happened on this station, and I have an idea that it would be below where that same like the fusion reactors essentially are. It's
a good quiet
cargo
place,
holds.
but it's been a little bit since you've been here, and you realize that in this time there might have been retrofits. They might have upgraded security. So you pivot. Where's the last place that they would look? Exactly where he's supposed to be.
I guess I'm gonna head to the office.
You can head towards the diplomatic towards the ambassador suites are through the habitat ring. You find your way. Tix, you do know that Ella is sort of pushing you along just this way, and you realize at one point that she's sort of taking you a different way. Posture check. Hydrate. Thank you, Hala. You do notice at this point that she's taking you like a little bit of a different way than, because you've been here before.
Yeah. Oh, this is did they update the protocol? Am I supposed to be going this way?
Uh, it's just a little bit more of a expedient route, sir. I'm going to spend 2 points of threat.
I'm gonna spend a momentum.
Uh,
Something. I don't know.
So because I spent 2 points of threat, I'm going to introduce. Let me just grab my. Let me just grab my. Where are we? Where are we? I need my. There it is, my cheat sheet. I need my cheat sheet open. I realized I didn't have it open. I'm gonna ask you to make me a fitness plus security check.
Fitness,
Mhm.
security, my lowest scores? How dare! Yeah, I was trying to see if I can apply my being of many talents, but I don't think I can.
I mean, what's your being of many talents? What does it do for you?
The character has developed a degree of ability across a broad range of disciplines when attempting a task where more than one of the character's focuses apply. I may re-roll a d20, but I don't think that's.
No, none of your focuses would apply to this, unfortunately.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I just. So what is the difficulty?
Fitness plus security. This is difficulty 3.
I need
roll
to. I
crit.
would. I would need to crit.
If you want,
unless
you
I
have
spend a
much momentum. You can buy extra die if you like.
I would like to buy an extra die because I don't feel confident in this. Because I have to roll below an 8.
Okay.
Okay. That's 2 successes so far. No, only 2 successes.
You are very lucky. But you still take 2 points of stress.
Ooh.
As you look down, and you are very lucky that whoever this is does not know your physiology, because if you were a little closer to human, that would have hit you right in something very vital. You're lucky you're a doctor. You know your body very well.
Yeah. Was it?
There is
Was
a
it
dagger in your
Was it?
in your side right now.
Was it Allah that did it? So I do have a disruptor pistol.
Is it like a little holdout pistol? That might have been. Oh, you know what? You're a diplomat. You've got special privileges.
Yeah.
It might have.
A disruptor?
It's an ambassador. Got to keep yourself safe. What do? You see.
I think.
But before that, you do see that as Alla pulls the knife free, they begin to change shape.
I think I'm going to act like I have been stabbed critically
Okay.
and fall to the floor, but covering that I'm grabbing my disruptor pistol, essentially.
Make me a presence. Because you know how to make a good show of faking an injury,
Mhm.
because you are a doctor after all, I would say that you could argue for medicine.
Okay. What would be the other thing if it wasn't medicine?
Security.
Oh, I'm gonna argue for medicine, please.
Absolutely.
I know my xenobiology.
This is going to be a difficulty 2. Xenobiology would apply.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out if there was another one. And this is such it's an act, and I'm like diplomacy of diplomacy of the arts of making it seem like
Well, I mean, you did have a doubled up focus. I don't know what you chose to change it to.
oh, I changed it to cybernetics.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Um, I did get 2 successes. Oh wait,
Okay.
for medicine,
Yes.
I did roll a 3 and a 4.
Okay. So, xenobiology applies, so that is 4 successes.
Oh man, I fall so good. I fall so good.
You really nail the old man fall.
I really nail the old man fall.
Okay. You do see this being that was your assistant change shape and get taller. You see the face rearrange itself into a Klingon, and you see the knife that they pull out is a Diktog.
I'm just like laying on the floor.
And are you gonna shoot that disruptor?
I think I'm gonna like do they like try to approach me in any way?
They see you fall to the ground. They want to make sure that you don't get back up because they'll turn the dagger over in their hand and they're going to go down for
Pow.
another.
Pow.
Okay, make
Yeah,
me.
call an ambulance! Call an ambulance! Oh
But
wait,
not for
I'm the
me.
doctor.
This is gonna be a daring plus security check.
Oh man, my second worst stat, daring.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh man,
Could you use momentum to help?
You could,
Yeah,
if you like.
I'm gonna spend another momentum, and
Down a 1.
God, man, none of my focuses help me. But-
Mm-mm. I think
I-
Kayla might have just bought you an extra die as well.
Oh my gosh. Okay,
Thank you, Kayla.
so I gotta take a picture of it. I rolled 2 1s and a 20.
Oh no.
Please take a picture. That would be incredible.
So I will roll another die. Okay. So 2 1s.
The
a
difficulty
20.
of this roll is 2.
So 2 1s, a 20, and a 6.
4 successes, 5 successes, and a complication. Five successes and a complication. Okay. That was a difficulty 2, so yes. All right, so here's the deal. That'll earn you 3 points of momentum, because it was a difficulty 2 check. I'm going to want you to roll 4d6s.
Oh, God. Okay.
Oh. Oh
Okay.
no.
A 1, a 1, a 3, and a 4.
So that's 2, 1, 1, 3, and a 4.
Mhm.
So that is two damage to this being, a complication. Your disruptor goes off. This being slips to the side, and the disruptor takes the arm of it clean off. It splatters against the one wall like it's made of goo. It is hurt, but it's going to use that moment to drop the dagger and turn itself completely to ooze and then go straight up through the vents.
It has the quality of Vicious One. I don't know what that.
So that's an effect. You didn't roll anything on your effect dice, or on the
Okay.
dice. If you rolled a 5 or a 6, that would have been an effect,
Okay,
and you could have
cool.
enacted it then. Unfortunately, it was just
Gotcha.
2 damage.
All right. Cool.
It slides up into an overhead vent and disappears.
Okay. One. I'm assuming I got a comm that is connected to the Admiral.
Absolutely. You do have a badge that was given to you when you got on the station.
All right. And this was a Klingon that did this? Or it looked like a Klingon? It shifted to a Klingon?
Insight medicine or insight science, either one works. Xenobiology and xenoanthropology apply.
Yes. I will do medicine.
Okay.
Insight medicine, you said?
Insight medicine.
Okay. So I can re-roll a d20 if I need to. All right. Re-rolling, please. Oh my god. Jeez. All right. That's a
The
14,
complication
12.
was that it escaped.
That's a 14, 12.
14 and a 12.
That they're both under. Well, one matches and one under.
Okay, that's perfect. That's what you needed is 2 successes. You've heard of these. That was a changeling. And they haven't really been sighted since the Dominion War.
So I'm gonna calm that to the Admiral. It's like, Ambassador to Admiral, there's a changeling on board. Do I know where I am?
You do see on the wall there's a little placard that has the section that you're in. It's kind of like mile markers.
Yeah, I state the marker and that it escaped through the vents.
It's in the Jeffries tubes at this point.
It's in the Jeffrey troops. I was attacked at this marker. I'm going to the nearest clinic.
And around the corner, coming in at just the exact right time, is Arthur.
I'm just like,
Yeah.
it's like, or just,
Patching in some security detail right now, and then Arthur.
Arthur comes around the corner and takes his leveled of disruptor
Jesus.
pistol at you.
Whoa! You're bleeding. Okay. I'm gonna hit my comm badge.
You do know that changelings can impersonate anyone, anything,
mhm.
but they don't have memories.
Who did we meet today at the bar?
Oh, Taru's kid. What was it? Ensign Zerelquit.
What did he do?
Beat Nolani's high score. Let me transport you to my med bay.
There's a changeling.
You also realize that your attaché was in eyesight for all of that. Might not be enough.
Oh God, right.
You might have to go further back than recent.
Solstice.
You might have solstice memories.
Right. Damn. Going back.
Whoa! Don't go into shock, buddy.
Sorry,
Let me,
no, I'm
let
just
me
like
transport you.
Just go.
I can give you a question that you could ask.
Yeah, give you one because I was blanking. I immediately just went to.
When we were on the
True or
Sol-
false? There was a queue that was on board.
No, when we were on the Solstice, there was an unexpected visitor. Who was it?
Yes. On the solstice, there was an unexpected visitor. Who was it?
Oh, I mean, we've had several. You talking about Nara, or are you talking about the hot Q? Q. Sorry.
Okay. The hot queue. And then I say, "There's a changeling."
Okay. I will go kneel next to you. I will hit my comm badge.
there is a hot Q.
Captain Reuben
Season 2,
to
we had
Solstice-
female Q show up. Anyways.
Yeah. Captain Reuben to Antioch, 2 to beam directly to sickbay. Have Dr. Wren meet us there.
Okay.
Oh, Dr. Wren.
Oh, you're there
Really
now?
good crew.
There is that shimmering point of light, and you find yourselves in a nicely appointed sickbay. And approaching you is the doctor on duty, who is
Dr. Wren. So Dr. Wren is a Zahian.
Mhm.
Is that how you say it?
Zahian, yes.
And they're femme presenting or like hit and miss, depends on the day kind of vibes. And they are wearing your classic med staff uniform. They appear to be sort of like not the CMO, but just the ship's doctor. And the captain and the ambassador head in, right?
We beamed in.
they
We beamed in.
It was an emergency transport. You sort of whip around a corner.
Okay.
And you see
so,
the ambassador with a wound in his chest.
oh, okay. Let me get that for you, doctor. And then she will head over and immediately just go into doc mode.
Make me a ba 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 ba. That's going to be for Dr. Sava Wren. That is going to be a this is going to be a reason plus medicine check.
I think any of my focuses apply because it's alternative medicine, virology, or immunology, medical research, escape and avoidance, and physics. But that's fine. That is 2 successes.
That's exactly what you needed. You managed to quickly seal. It was a pretty nasty cut. Looks like some kind of bladed weapon.
Do I get any more information for this, Captain? I just need to make sure that I'm treating it correctly. Was there any poisons, anything else that I need to consider as she's using the tricorder to
I don't know.
do any
Was
more
it just
analysis?
a standard? What was it? Just a standard mech left? That's the only thing I saw on the scene.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I was stabbed with.
All right.
And it doesn't look
I'm
like there's
gonna
any
be-
poisons in the system.
Okay.
I'm going to initiate. I don't know if there's a specific term for this alert, but I know there's a protocol from the Dominion War
Mm-hmm.
about testing for changelings, and I'm going to initiate that.
The blood tests, blood screenings.
Yes.
Absolutely.
All blood screenings for entry and exit from the vessel, as well as I think we can scan for individuals, right? Like that?
Yep.
Awesome. I'm going to start a scanner sweep of the station and the ship.
Is that a security thing or a medicine thing?
It's a security thing.
Okay.
Which means that you might actually get your security chief. Moshe Dre is your chief of security.
Moshe, there he is. All right, let's I will.
Moshe uses any pronouns, androgynous, betazoid. They immediately walk through the door and regards you and the doctor. I just got the alert. Is everything okay?
Everything should be all right, but there's still someone, presumably still on the station.
We'll start doing scripts and right away.
Reminds me, how skilled are you with your empathic link?
Decently. Moderately skilled with it. But you'll remember that if this report is what you said it is, we can't read them.
Interesting. Okay.
But one of the holdovers from the Dominion War is that we can't sense changelings empathically or telepathically. But then there's a number of different races that also we can't sense, like Ferengi and the like.
Never mind then. Do your best. Rely on your training. I'm going to coordinate with the Admiral for next steps.
Well, we'll start the scans immediately.
And I'm also going to delegate engineering crews to go with security detail to help try and get the
secure
Starbase 5
of the ship.
Yeah.
You all are left with a few more questions than answers. What is this changeling doing aboard Starbase 5? What does Section 31 have to do with this? And where the hell are Sovan?
Where is Taru?
And Taru? And what is this anomaly that's shown up at the edge of the Typhon Expanse?
But
as for the answers to that,
pilot.
And what is up with this hotshot pilot? Also, who is Milan's secondary character? We'll find out all this and more next time, because that's our episode for tonight. Thank y'all so much. This is a little thing that I started implementing in my games. I stole it from Jess or Angry Nerd Girl, who rated into us. We're gonna do our outros. You're gonna say who you are, where you can be found, and then you're gonna do like a little snippet of what your character is doing and thinking leading into next episode. We do like a little post-credits cutscene for each of you.
Okay.
And we'll go in reverse order this time. We'll do Captain Arthur Rubin and Milan first.
All right. I'll do the scene first and then my outro, or
outro then scene. I like that. I like that little saucy sauce.
All right. Hey, I'm Milan, also known as Mallard Man on the internet, which is where you can find me on most platforms. If you are looking on Twitter, though, you got to add a little underscore to the end there. But Twitch is just a plain old-fashioned Mallard Man. I don't really have many things to shout out, although you can catch me the first Monday of every month over on Neon Lights Roleplay, where I play in a show called The World Within You, a little anarchist's dream of changing the world around you through punk rock and stuff like that. Very fun, very rad. You should check that out.
Where's that again?
That's on Neon Lights Roleplay.
Hell yeah. That's right, it's Neon Lights Roleplay. It's the whole thing.
Yeah.
And what is... I will let you choose what Arthur and or your secondary character are doing.
Well, Arthur's is pretty simple. He's going to go into the ready room and start conferring with senior officers and start making sure the ship is safe. But one of those
what are your
engineers
thoughts leading in?
Oh, last thoughts is I really should have noticed sooner what was going on. And I'm wondering if whatever that blip was, that nebula, if that certainly has something to do with it, but was that a diversion? Or is there something else going on here?
Yeah, heck yeah. Wasa.
Hey everyone, thank you for watching. I am Wasa, and I was playing Nilani Salen as well as Dr. Sava Ren. Thanks for having me. You can find me on Wasa Blate on Twitter, and I do freelance writing, and I have decided, because I want to try to create my own game system, which is a thing that I'm doing now that is hard but fun.
Heck yeah.
Yay. In terms of characters, Nalani is probably at the Nalani console of things and is just like heard that there's a changeling on board and there's like expletive in head, just like let me just fix myself up, and then has pretty much organized something similar to the captain with dealing with the changeling, monitoring the Jeffries tubes, and making sure that any vessels are secure and aware, ordering people to deal with all of that stuff, because Nalani is like, I can fix this, / someone's trying to out security me, and I think I may know who part of that person is, but not today.
Heck yeah.
And Dr. Red is like, I'm a doctor. I'm doing a doctor thing.
I'm doing doctor things. Last but not least. Oh, wait. Milan, was there a little snippet for your next character?
Yes. Joining one of these engineering crews going around to get ready to start helping the starbase is a Bajoran individual with a strangely similar face, a short, well-trimmed beard, a very nice looking earring clipped, and of course the phaser tucked into the side, as well as a set of engineering tools on the left.
Incredible. AJ.
Hi, I'm AJ, also known as Husha Kid. You can find me on the 3Ts of social media, Twitch, Twitter, and TikTok as Husha_Kid. I am a video editor, TTRPG performer, transcriber, variety streamer, and stream technician. You can find me over this Sunday over on A Fluffy Goomba, continuing on with the death of Sonic the Hedgehog, in which I am voicing Knuckles and Shadow. It's a fun time. It's a fun little jaunt. You can find me on the first Tuesday of every month over on Misty Mount Legends playing Foul and Friends, where I am your cool bro halfling cleric Dolph Fitzgerald. We had to delay because people were sick. So we will see you guys next month. But in the meantime, on Tuesdays, you can find me over on my channel, in which I, along with A Fluffy Goomba and Clickety Clack Snack, is on the One Piece Odyssey journey. We just finished up with Alabasta, and now we are in Water 7. And on Thursdays, you can find me over on G Game Nights, playing Elegance and Vigilance, a combination D&D and Good Society game in which we are playing masked vigilantes. And we're about to go to a party in our civilian clothes. So you'll get to see my character, Virgil, being a slut. And with I'm gonna go with Uthru first. Uthru definitely is back in his in like the temporary dorms, I guess, is if there's like temporary like quarters on the base. Temporary quarters, just packing up his stuff, and seeing the yellow alert is just like, well, I can't go anywhere, so just lies down in bed and just like waits for the alerts. He's very used to like the drills and like knows that he shouldn't really go anywhere. Really, like once he's on a ship and actually has like actual job to do, he can't really do anything. And with Tix, the thoughts are going through his head of whether or not Ella is okay, or if they have been that uh how long like that changeling has been there, because that could be very high security risk depending on how long that changeling was. And also is very glad to see his old student, Dr. Ren.
Heck yeah. Um, that reminds me. Yeah. So that's a bunch of really cool stuff by real cool people. Check it all out. I am gonna do it in the opposite order because I like the drama. Um, the camera shifts to the Jeffries tubes as this changeling entity makes its way through. It changes form into a yellow uniformed engineer crawling out of one of the Jeffries tubes. Makes its way around a corner. And it becomes a blue uniformed science officer with grabs a data pad off of. They walk towards the center console. Tap a few buttons. Send off a message. I think I've caused enough havoc here for now. Awaiting further instructions. The encoded communique says, hold position. The reunion's not yet at hand. And that's me. Hi, I've been your GM, Anita. You can find me everywhere at Panita or at Critical Misses. I'm a TTRPG streamer, graphic designer, producer, performer, and cat mom about the space. You can find me here on Fridays for this lovely show. You can also find me a little earlier on Fridays on Table Takes Game Night, which is on Gen Con TV's channel. We play a bunch of random fun games. And that's the thing. Tomorrow we've got Morning Ritual. That's our TTRPG talk show. It's right here on this channel again. Our guest tomorrow is Caitlin Bruner, who's a member of the Stream Punks. She's an awesome illustrator, artist. She recently did the illustrations for the second or third expansion for Mall Kids, which is in production right now on Kickstarter. So you can check that out too. And Sundays you can find me over on Pluto Clerk's channel for The Weird Frontier, which is a Starfinder game, and I play an engineer who's just very tired all the time and is trying to keep everybody together, but there's cursed artifacts. And you can also find me Thursdays for the next couple weeks over on Cybernation Uncensored for Flight Beyond the Veil, which is a Star Trek Adventures game. And at some point, I've got more things to announce, but I can't quite yet. But soon.
I thought you were going to say at some point you sleep.
Some points I sleep actually quite often. But there's going to be a couple more shows coming in to this channel. I've got a couple things on the roster. I'm going to be bringing back Solo Act, which is I play solo RPGs. I might also be bringing in a world building stream where I actually have a period of time where I sit down and I do my game prep, because otherwise it won't get done and I'll be looking at name generators. But yes, that's been me. Hi, that's it. We're going to go on a raid. We're going to go say hi to the lovely It's the Riddler. We're going to say hi to Dee. And everybody, go say hi. Go be lovely humans. And until next time, message concluded. Bye, everybody. I need to do that thing where I actually move us to an ending screen. Okay, bye. All right, we're good. We're clear. And that was chaotic, but we did it.